And last time out by rapid Ricky Evans, but Ricky Evans is a Euro Tour finalist and very experienced player. Patrick Klingelhofer playing in just his second ever Euro Tour. It's not that it's only this one he tries to qualify for. He has tried to qualify for a few of the other ones in Germany. And he has played a bit of Challenge Tour, a bit of PDC Europe Next Gen. Made a final of that last year. But it is a big ask.
28.
Particularly when you start with a score of 28.
Yeah. Where do you stand on the old walk-on?
At a safe distance. It was popular, it would seem.
Yeah. Hoping that his darts will now do the talking. They'll be pretty nervous up there, I'm sure. As you said, whitewashed here last year. Barney. It's really remarkable when you look at his career record that he has, you know, so little success on the European Tour. But I guess it's not, or never has been, his main objective, maybe up until recent times.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. The second coming of Raymond Van Barneveld, if you like, where he came back, that's where he realised he had to put the work in. He has been grafting to do everything he can to get in these tournaments. But
85.
It is hard. When he was at the peak of his powers and one of the best players in the world, truth be told, couldn't be bothered to turn up to a lot of them. Which is why Raymond Van Barneveld in the first sort of, I think it's 8 European Tour events where he, or half a dozen, I think, he made the quarterfinal stages in 4 or 5 of them.
95.
He hasn't made 4 or 5 quarterfinals since. And that's well over a decade.
Yeah. Nice cover shooting there. Oh, that is a good visit. So Barney's going to get a chance at 1-2-1 for the opening leg. Treble 17. Gets it. Bullseye for the 1-2-1 and a break of throw. Couldn't have been much closer.
Patrick, you require 65.
25 and tops. There are other routes. But that's the 25. For the 10. He's got a leg. He's got a leg on the Euro Tour, and he's got it against Barney as well.
Second leg, Raymond through first. Game.
Well done, that man. He's off and running.
96.
Now, what can he do from here? Well, his shot 19 hit. He's been pretty good in the opening leg and a bit.
Well, that's got to settle him down, hasn't it? He must have been thinking about that 6-0 whitewash at the hands of Gurney when he played here last time. Now he's got a leg. Raymond Van Barneveld played some good stuff on the Pro Tour midweek. He's cruised through to the quarterfinals in the most recent event before losing to Cameron Menzies. Barely lost any legs. All 6-0s and 6-1s and 6-2s.
Well, you assured us this afternoon there was going to be a big crowd tonight. And there is a big crowd. They're in plenty.
Raymond, you require 140.
Of good spirits. They're enjoying the night. And the weekend here in Riesa is sure to be a cracker. Barney's making a bit of a meal of this.
40.
Only 40. Another little man enjoying the darts. They bring them up properly here in Germany. Teach them at a young age. Get to the darts, my boy.
100.
Good last start.
You require 100.
He's having a think. What's the route? Yeah, try to come into the right-hand side of that. You can see how that first start was covering a lot of the left-hand side of the treble 20. This has to be perfect, but if it is, it's 2-0 with a break. It's a perfect start. And a perfect second dart. Oh, Patrick Klingelhofer.
20. Raymond, you require
There's actual
40.
Patrick Klingelhofer merch in the crowd there. That banana was wearing a Klingelhofer t-shirt. I'm pretty sure of it.
Game on the second leg.
Yes, yes. That is a thing. We live in a universe where Patrick Klingelhofer darts merchandise exists. But we don't live in a universe where he's 2-0 up on Raymond Van Barneveld because he missed that double 12.
Yeah, it was a bit of a wild go, wasn't it? After 2 perfect darts to start the combo. 1-1 here. Winner of this one will take on Johnny Clayton tomorrow night. The Ferret
140.
waiting to make his bow here in Riesa.
A number 5 seed here this weekend, which is a bit of a misnomer. Obviously, Michael van Gerwen's withdrawal.
58.
He withdrew after the draw was made. Richard Veenstra comes in to replace him. So Veenstra is effectively the seed that Michael van Gerwen was, the number 2 seed.
140.
They don't bump everybody up because everybody's already placed into the draw. So Johnny Clayton, nominally the number 5 seed, is actually the 3rd highest ranked player here now because Rob Cross has withdrawn as well.
47.
So it's only Stephen Bunting and Luke Humphreys who are here ranked higher than Johnny Clayton.
Yeah. We'll start to the leg this for Patrick, as Barney is looking to put the pressure on.
90.
Nice bull with the last dart. Klingelhofer, having won that opening leg, missed the dart to win leg 2 and is now in big danger of getting blown away in leg 3.
43.
It's been a little bit loose so far from Patrick. Barney looking at a possible big finish. Can't get the second treble, so will leave himself on tops.
If he leaves himself on doubles after 4 visits to the board regularly in this game, Raymond Van Barneveld should cruise through it.
110. Raymond, you require 40.
I am racking my brains to work that out.
Yeah, on a 3rd leg.
But I can't, and it matters not, because double top is pinned and Raymond Van Barneveld hits the front in this game for the first time.
Game.
Does indeed. Now looking to build on that lead. Klingelhofer has managed the first leg as a European Tour player. And the big question now is he going to get a second one? At the moment, you would, if you're having to have a bet, you would probably say no.
Yeah, and you do wonder what happens if he pins that double 12 for the 144. He's 2-0 up. Does Barney then start thinking, oh, why always me? Why do they play the best against me? And does Klingelhofer think, this could be happening?
Well, the crowd would have gone crackers. Even that fella there who looks a little bit nonplussed at the minute.
$59.
Now, are they incredibly early or are they incredibly late?
I don't know. Swiss Phil RMC appear to be trying to sell scarves in April earlier on, so maybe we're on a different calendar over here. 180 number 2 for Raymond Van Barneveld.
I've been on his works too, Santa.
140.
Possibly. Come to the dance.
143.
143's on.
Come get the treble 17.
120.
But he's done it again. 4 visits to the board. He's sat on a double, and he is going to boss this game if he keeps on doing it.
Use of the bull's been good.
140.
Down to double 8.
16.
For a 3-1 lead. No, it's not in, Barney. I'll have to have another go. There you go. 3-1 it is, and that double 12 now is just looking more and more costly as we go on. That's a nice shirt. Could see you in one of those, Dan.
Thank you very much. Barney, the first of our world champions on the way tonight. Michael Smith, another one. We'll be seeing him in the very next game against Thibaut Tricol of France. That Dirk van Dijvenbode versus Nico Springer game might be the match of the night. It looks good.
I think any game that Nico Springer's in at the minute looks good. He's playing some good stuff, isn't he?
Yeah, very talented young man. Martin Schindler, the defending champion on the way. Mike De Decker, the World Grand Prix champion. And Joe Cullen, a former winner of this title.
140.
Travelled in with Joe and Robert last night. Fair to say they didn't speak a great deal on the way in, but
game face on like a full day before they were facing each other.
Yeah, they were pleasant, and that was it.
Were you not sort of stoking up the tension? Were you not just pointing out?
Oh, you two are playing each other tomorrow night, aren't you?
65.
What's that be like?
When he's going to lose someone? No, I didn't go down that route.
Okay.
No, it didn't go down that route.
Missed opportunity, I would suggest.
Yeah, possibly. Now, can he fill this up?
140.
Quite a short action, isn't it? Not a lot of movement there.
You compare that with Barney, who's got a real languid extension of the arm. Can he extend a dart into double 18 for a 156? The wire move.
20. Actually require 100.
Joe Cullen fans have to wait till the end of the night for him to turn up.
Yeah. That would have been vintage Barney, that, wouldn't it, if he'd have put that away. Here we go. The 1-2-1 is on. He needs the bullseye. Oh, the width of a wire away. And another opportunity goes begging.
Well, the legs keep racking up in Raymond Van Barneveld's favour. Patrick Klingelhofer has won one leg and had a dart to win two more, but they are at the end of massive combos. And you know, when you're the underdog in situations like this, you're going to have to take your chances, but you're going to have to create more chances than just one at the ball at the end of 1-2-1 and one at double 12 at the end of 1-4-4. He's got to score better. You can see there, he's, 120 points behind Barney on average every leg after three visits to the board.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It is. Far too much. And certainly against the three, it's almost unwinnable, isn't it, the leg from that point. But look at that, I mean, 104 for Barney. He's actually playing some pretty good stuff here tonight. He'll be happy with how he's playing. He dodged a little bit of a bullet in that second leg, but as we saw earlier on, Pietreczko didn't start well, but then really went through the gears and won nicely. And Barney's looking like he's going to do the same here. It is a feast, isn't it, tonight? You mentioned some of the big names, some of the big title winners we've got in the building tonight. How can you not love this event? And that's before the big names come in tomorrow.
Well, that's it. You've got the defending champion and German #1. You've got the Grand Prix champion. You've got Dirk versus Springer, Michael Smith, Raymond Van Barneveld here. And this is the hors d'oeuvre. Couldn't take the 156, not going to take the 136, but he is going to leave himself on a double after 12 darts. It keeps on happening.
Yeah, this has been brilliant from Barney. Well, Patrick did get one leg. Looking highly unlikely he's going to get another, but he's given himself an opportunity should Barney fail to convert. 2 10s. And 2 10s he hits, and Barney is right in the zone. That's 5 on the spin now. And Klingelhofer throwing just to stay in this event.
Well, look, just on the basic maths, if Raymond Van Barneveld keeps on leaving a double after 12 darts, you can then complete a 15. Your 15 darter is 100 average. You can complete the leg by missing a couple of darts. So you only have to be 33% on your doubles to be averaging a ton and winning those legs. Now, if you're any better than that, he took that out in 2. 14 darters, 107 average for the leg. 13 darters, 113-ish. Like, it just depends on your finishing, how good you're going to be. But you're going to be around that 100 to 110 mark as long as you keep on taking out the doubles in either dart 1, dart 2 or dart 3. If you do that every leg, and he's been doing it in the majority of legs in this game, it's a top quality display. There you go, look at that.
Just the 4 darts and a double for Patrick, the home hopeful. Looks like he's going out early here. Or is he?
180.
Well, if he is going out, he's got a leg and he's got a max as well. And he's got the experience of playing Raymond Van Barneveld on the big stage. But he might also have the experience of Raymond Van Barneveld winning the match with a 170.
Yeah. Well, at least he'll get a good view of it. Can Barney Well, to be fair, Barney's hitting the ball for fun in the layups. Can he do it when it matters? Well, need 2 treble 20s first to win it in style. Can't lay the second treble, but leaves it. Look at that. Again, after 12 darts, he sat on a double. Well, 144, he got to the double last time.
Not going to happen this time around. But Raymond Van Barneveld take this out in 1 or 2 darts, and this would be the highest winning average he's had on the Euro Tour for nearly a decade. It has been that good a display from Raymond Van Barneveld. Can he close it out? Over to double 9. He does close it out. It is a sparkling display by Raymond Van Barneveld. Patrick Klingelhofer, it was an improvement on his Euro Tour debut last year. He got a leg, but most importantly,